Hello, everybody. We're going to get started. So thank you for being here. And I'm excited to work with you guys. So this will be really, really good. So basically what is going to happen, I don't know if anybody has ever done, hold on one second. Sorry. Okay, so I don't know if anybody's ever done one of my group calls before, so I'm just going to tell you quickly how this works, and then we'll get into it. So everybody is going to get a short reading with me. Okay, everybody will get some time with me. This will be recorded and sent to you, and so you'll be able to get that. After the reading is done, and when we're done with the reading, when you're done with your reading, that will be, it for the call for you, but you're welcome to stay on. I would encourage you to stay for the whole 2 hours. I am going to give you the order that we're going in, okay, so that people know, okay. Also, I just want to be clear with you guys. So basically, let's just say if you're fourth in the order, that means that your call will be around your 1:30. Okay, so if you need to step out or walk your dog or take a phone call, you can do that. I would say if you can, you'll get the most out of this call if you stay on the whole 2 hours and you're really present, because you can learn from other people's readings. And I find, just like if you're in a spirit circle or a group with me, a lot of times there are messages that are connected to you through other people's messages. So you'll probably notice that there are things that connect with you, okay, even if you're not particularly getting the reading, okay? So that always does happen, so you need to kind of be prepared for that. Now, in the organization of time here, and I'm really sorry to do this, but this is how we have to do things in this format, we do have to kind of stay within the time range of the 15 minutes for your call. So we can't exceed that. The reason we can't exceed that is because there's actually several people on this particular call who have a hard stop at 2:30 Eastern Standard Time, which means that, they purchased this with the understanding that they would have a reading between 12:30 and 2:30. So if we go 5 minutes over with everybody, then they're really going to have a reading. If they're the last person, they may have a reading more like at 3:30, and that would be disruptive to them, and then they get upset, and then I have to listen to that. So that's what happens. So that's what we have to do. So I will hard stop us when our time is up together. I'm sorry to do that. In my private readings, I usually go over. In my large group readings, I usually go over. I can't really go over on this call, though, because it's very dependent on other people. So my spirit circles, I always go over, but that's just, this is the format. So you're going to get what was promised to you, but just know that, kind of even if we're sort of, we're not going to stop something mid-thought, but I may have to kind of say, okay, I've got to move on. And I'm sorry to do that, but that's just how this works, okay? So that will be that. There's 3 ways to get messages on here. First off, of course, you'll get your actually 4 ways, I would say. Of course, you'll get your private 15-minute reading, which everybody will hear. It is recorded. I just want that to be clear. It is going to be sent to the group. And no, I cannot delete yours off the group call when I mail it out to everybody. It's on there. It's recorded. Don't ask about anything that you don't want recorded. The second way, so obviously that. When I pull you up, please have 2 topics or questions that you're ready, but I can't guarantee that's what we're going to focus on, because a lot of times spirit brings me other places, okay? So just so you know, that's how that is. Next thing I want to just explain to you, that when we are doing the group call, and when we're organizing everything and things like that, and things, I'm also going to get what I call spontaneous messages. These are messages that come to me as I'm talking. I will type them in the chat, and I will also read them out once. If you connect with that, please validate that in the chat, and I will try to give you a message, okay? The other thing that I want to tell you is, as we're doing this reading together, if you have questions you want to ask me, you can put questions in chat too, and I will try as much as possible to answer the question, okay? I may be guided to take a question. So if you want to ask a question, go right ahead and do that. I will do that. I may do that. So if you want to ask a psychic question, a mediumship question, put it in chat. The order that we are going in is the following. Cheryl, Cindy, Kathleen, Tari, Lana, Regina, Jean, Christina. That's the order that we're doing the group call in, okay? So we are going to get started here, and we are going to get started by setting an intention. So I'd like everybody to close their eyes and take a deep breath. In and out, bring yourself to a peaceful place. Take a deep breath in and out. Okay, so as you're in this peaceful place, I'm going to ask you to focus on somebody that you would like to connect with. Take a deep breath in and out. Focus on somebody that you'd like to connect with. And ask that person to come forward. Maybe perhaps also you may be having a situation that you're dealing with that you would like psychic guidance about. You can go ahead and ask for that too. Set your intention around that. And take a deep breath in and out. Relax, bring yourself to a peaceful place. Let's set the intention here that the most healing, highest vibration comes through. Whatever we're supposed to hear, let's just ask that that comes through. And again, take a deep breath in, out. Let's come back here to the room. Okay. So remember, when I pull you up, have 2 topics ready. You can also interact with me through chat, and there will also be messages from me spontaneously in chat that you might get. If anybody cannot hear me at any time, please let me know in the chat feature. Please do not unmute yourself unless it's important, but try not to because it gets disruptive. Again, the order is going to be the first hour. Cheryl, Cindy, Kathleen, Terry. And we're going to do Lana, Regina, Jean, Christina. Okay, let's go to Cheryl. So I'm going to pull her up. Hi, Cheryl. What can I do for you?
Hi, Thomas.
Yes.
I would like to connect with my children in spirit and with my mother in spirit.
Okay, great. So let's see what comes through the strongest. But you're looking more from messages from those folks?
Yes, please.
Okay. Let me tune in and see what I'm feeling, and we'll go from there. Let me just see. Hold on one second. Okay, hold on. Okay. So I'm hearing a bunch of different things, and we'll just kind of see where we go here. First off, I want to just ask you, as I'm connecting here, I am hearing the name. There's a name that comes through that sort of sounds to me like Catherine or Kathleen. Do you have that name at all?
Catherine.
Okay. And is this a spirit? Is this somebody who you've lost? Is this a loved one that would be over there?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Now, I'm seeing also an image of a baby girl. So do you have a baby girl that somewhere has been lost as well? Did you lose a baby ever? It could be very young. It does not have to be a baby that was very many months or anything.
That's who Catherine is.
Okay. So she's coming forward. Now, she's telling me through her thoughts and through my connection with her that she came into the physical world with a lot of issues and a lot of problems.
Yes.
So I'm feeling like this was not probably necessarily an abrupt thing, even though I do feel like it was abrupt, but I definitely feel like almost as soon as she was born that you were aware of her having a lot of a lot of issues right away, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Because she is telling me that she came into the physical world with many, many medical issues, okay? One of the things that she wants to tell me, and she's not really elaborating a lot about this, but she is telling me this, is that where she is in the spirit world now, she no longer has any sort of, and she's just telling me this very specifically, she no longer has any physical pain. She no longer has any physical issues. Even though she is showing me kind of like what I told you, was that she had many, many types of issues here. So she says to me she's out of that. She wants you to know that.
Wonderful.
How do you connect to the name Colin?
Colin?
Yeah, Colin. I'm hearing the name Colin.
That could be my son in spirit, or it could be who he's named after in spirit.
Okay. And who is he named after?
He's named after a friend of the family.
Who died?
Yes.
Okay. Because I have two separate people coming through. I have a Colin coming through and I have a Christopher coming through, but they're different people. So
right.
who is
Christopher is my son.
Okay. But Colin is somebody who is past that could be. And would he know that person or no?
My husband was very close with Colin.
Okay. So he could just be somebody that's in this group of people, because even though you've asked for certain people to come forward, he may just be sort of stepping forward or just kind of, because
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so they could just be together and stuff. Because I don't think that your son, is that so your son was in some way named for him?
His middle name.
Okay. Yeah, but I don't think, like I said, it feels like it is separate energies, and I don't really see a particular reason why your son would talk about his middle name. It doesn't really seem relevant. It just seems like it's this second person coming in with him. So that's good. Now, also, as I'm here too, why would okay, so hold on one second. So your son is showing me, I don't know if you understand this. So your son's stepping forward now. So he's showing me, so your son is in spirit, and that's Christopher, correct?
Correct.
Okay, great. So let's go with Christopher for a second. So Christopher's coming through here. I want to say first off that one thing I'm hearing is that he is showing me that when he went to spirit, he was having a lot of issues prior to his passing, but he tells me that in the last year or two, or I don't know but there was a block of time where he's showing me leading up to his passing where things had really starting to get a lot better for him. And there was a lot more of a positive energy around him, even though I feel like he really had to overcome a lot of negative and obstacles in years prior to his passing. Does that make sense to you?
That's correct.
Yeah. Because he's showing me that right before he passed, I feel like leading up to his passing and the months and months before his passing, that there was really more of this positive energy where you and your husband and him and you really started to think, wow, this is really a turn of events, and we're really happy with the direction that his life is going, and this is a really positive thing. So he does talk about that. So he's bringing that up. Now, I want to say when I'm connecting with him also, I see this, but he wants to acknowledge a close male friend of his that is in your life very much now. This person is not past. They're still, I feel, to an extent, pretty involved in your life. Does that make sense to you?
That is correct.
Okay. And this person is someone that he's showing me you've adopted. I don't want to say adopted in the legal sense of the word, but I want to say it's somebody that you have taken under your wing to an extent, and you kind of check in with him. You make sure that he's okay. You watch out for him. Does that make sense to you?
It's very much so.
Okay. And even I'm feeling financial adoption. I mean, do you financially kind of make sure he's okay or give him money or things like that?
Yes, we do.
Okay. So he's just telling me your son in spirit sees that, and he's just telling me that he's happy about that. He's happy that you are, able to do that. And that makes him very happy. It's a connection that he feels is still with you. Now, I'm also, as I'm connecting here too, there is a lady in spirit that keeps coming through that's showing me a very strong connection to gardening, things in the garden and stuff. So I'm not sure who that would be. It's an older female. Unfortunately, I'm not getting a name, but I don't know if do you have somebody that passed that would have been an older woman that would have been really, like had a green thumb?
That could be my mother-in-law.
Okay. And she could definitely come through. I mean, okay. Now, I'm also getting somebody here too. I don't know who this is, but is there anybody that would come through that would be with your son? Not your son, definitely, but is there somebody that would come through that died by suicide that he could be with at all? Do you know that? Does that make sense?
He has several young family members on that side with him.
You're not sure about that? No.
Well, I don't know if it would be called a suicide or not.
Okay. Okay. I'll just see if I get more, more with that or something. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm also seeing something. I want to just say this too. This is coming through. I feel, as I'm connecting with this, okay, hold on one second. There's a note. Yeah. Did mom go to spirit recently?
Yes.
Okay. She hasn't been over there a long, long time. Is that right?
No, not
Right.
at all.
And is this your first Mother's Day without her?
Yes, it is.
Okay, because she wants to acknowledge that. And I feel with mom and I feel there's a strong connection, and she's definitely with these people. She's talking about, that there's been happier times in the family, and just, that really she's saying that you've been, going through a lot and stuff like that. I feel like she's definitely aware of that, and they're sending you, love and support and things like that. Do you know why I'm hearing the name Mark? Because I keep hearing the name Mark for some reason. Is there a Mark?
On this side?
I believe so, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That would be my baby brother.
Okay. She's also just wanting to send love to him too. I'm also seeing this too, but is there something that is there something that your son would be showing me that would be coming up soon, where there's going to be sort of a gathering with him, or something that you're going to be doing that would be together with him, a gathering that honors him at all? Does that make sense to you? Or is there something?
Yes, it does.
Okay, because I do feel like he's talking about that. I also feel, as I'm connecting with him too, that he really tells me that he tried to be a really good son. And I feel that I'm getting a sense that he was. I'm getting a sense that he, I just get that feeling from him and stuff. I feel that, he's giving me the feeling that he was very devoted to you and things. Did your mom ever get you, I don't know what this is, but your mom is showing me, would you have taken a trip at all to an art gallery together? Is that possible?
Yes.
With your mom, did you go to an art gallery ever?
Yes.
Is that something that you would do frequently with her from time to time, go to art galleries?
I would always take her to different places.
Okay. Where there could be art and stuff?
Yes.
Okay, that was weird because she just showed me an image and I saw you guys walking through like an art gallery.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess maybe she's just showing me that. I'm not really sure why she's showing me that, but she is showing me that. Maybe just a memory or something. Okay, let's keep going here. I'm also seeing something with Egypt or pyramids. So is there some sort of like symbolism or meaning behind that, or why I would see that?
She and I went to an art museum that is an Egyptian antiquities.
Okay, okay, so maybe she's just showing me that. In the living world, is there a Tony? In the living world, is there a Tony?
That is my son's friend.
Okay, okay. And because I feel like your son is switching over into that and stuff. I'm also seeing this too. I'm getting a clear image about this, but I feel there's also a gentleman in spirit who comes through that died of alcoholism, and he was very connected to the military. He was in the military and did service. I'm not clear who he is, but he is kind of coming through.
Could be my father.
Okay, yeah, and yeah, because I do feel that. I'm also seeing here too, as I'm connecting. Do you understand that I feel with your mother as she comes to me, because she's coming right through, that she was the type of person where she was, even though I feel when she passed she was quite elderly and an older woman, but the way that she comes to me, where she was really, she gives me the impression of really pretty much up until the end that she was really with the program a lot, in terms of, I feel she was older, but she could still go places. She still knew who people were. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, she was a very young old person.
That's what I feel. Very, and she wants to be seen that way. She wants to be seen as somebody who, aged gracefully. And, I feel like she really, I feel like I also hear and sense from her that she was a very strong woman. And a woman that she's making me feel like, that's just what I keep getting that sense from her and stuff. Okay. I want to ask you too, as I'm connecting here too. So you said you just, so that was kind of interesting. I don't know if I really need to go back to that, but I just want to check one more time. So Mark is your younger brother?
Yes.
Okay. So when I get spirit messages, I want to tell you, I don't diagnose anything or anything like that, or I don't really even get health stuff a lot, but sometimes something will come in. So they're just telling me if there's any way he could kind of focus a little bit more on his health. This would be more taking care of his physical body, I don't know, eating better, health-wise, things like that. It's not like they're telling me, anything, but I feel like they're just telling me that. I don't know if he's kind of more, lackadaisical about that, or if he's trying to lose weight or what this is, but I feel like I'm just getting a message about that to him to be aware of that. So, maybe it's something you can pass on.
That sounds good. Yes.
Yeah. They were also showing me too, when you're sitting where you're sitting right now, is there a photograph that you can see of your son?
Yes.
Okay. Did you bring it with you just because you knew you were going to be on this call?
No, it's always here.
Oh, it's always there or something. And there's also a photograph that he's actually showing me. By the way, I just want to tell you, and I'm not really good at this, but I'm just going to tell you, I'm very aware of your son being with a dog. So there would be a dog here that would come through with your son, that your son is making me feel is a male dog. I'm not getting a physical description on it, but it's a dog that would be with him. It's a family dog, I feel.
That makes sense.
And it would have been very important in the family.
It
probably would have been a little, it was a close dog. It was close to, I think it was more you and your husband's dog, but I definitely feel like your son is telling me that he knew it and stuff. He definitely knew the dog, and he's telling me that he's actually with the dog and stuff. He's also telling me to tell you that, I don't know what this is, but he's saying that he wants to send appreciation to you and your husband for always pushing him to be the best that he could be. So I don't know if did you have a relationship with your son where you were, not in a pushy way, but were you trying to always, push him to succeed and make sure that he was really on the right path and stuff. Does that make sense?
Yes, we were his mentors.
Yeah, because he's definitely telling me that you pushed him, and he just really wants to acknowledge that. It just he's talking also about. Hold on one second. Why would I get something about wedding dress shopping? Is there something about wedding dresses?
He was engaged right before he passed.
Mhm. Did he pass away in a bedroom,
Yes, he did.
in a house?
Yes.
Did he pass in your house?
Yes, he lived at home with us still.
Okay. Because he's talking about something. Is it possible? Did he pass and you didn't know immediately that he had passed?
He passed during the night.
I see. Yeah, because I felt like he showed me passing, and then it would have been maybe like a couple hours later or time later that that you would have even seen him and stuff. I know that I'm just going to put you back on mute because we've got to go on to the next person. But I do feel, I just want to tell you that even though there's such a dichotomy, well, I don't know if that's the right word. There's such a difference in the life that your daughter had versus your son. I want to just tell you, they are very close over there. They're very connected over there. And it's literally like they come through like son and daughter, siblings. They're very close over there. So they want you to kind of know that image just as you go forward and stuff. And that, they're taking care of each other and stuff. So, okay, good. Well, we've got to move on to the next person. Thank you, Cheryl, for being open to those messages. If you have any questions, you can put them in chat. As I said, there will be some. There's going to be some questions. You have that opportunity, so you go ahead and clarify anything or go back to that. We're going to go on to the next person next year. So remember, just have a couple topics ready. That was great how Cheryl just had a couple things ready to go. So that helps the process. But be open that you may hear other things that you didn't think you'd hear. So let's go on to Cindy now. Let's see, Cindy. Now, where is Cindy? Oh, here, it must be. Maybe she's oh yeah, she must be the phone number. Okay, here, let's see.
I'm the phone number.
Hello, hi.
Hi, Thomas.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, what can I do for you?
Yeah, I'm wondering if my aunt or if I have any family members who have any messages for my mom.
Okay, great. And what else would you like to know about? Anything else?
No, nothing else.
Okay, great. So just more people that are on the other side that you may have messages for you or for your mom.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So let me tune in there and see what I feel. And we'll go with that. And will you be able to share this with your mom?
Yes, she's actually here right now. So I set it up for her, but
nice.
it's under.
Okay. So you'll be able to. Okay, that's perfect. So we'll see. You know what? And I'm just going to say too, since the reading is a little bit more for your mom, what is your mother's first name?
Sure. Her name is Karen.
Karen? Okay, so yeah.
Yes.
We may get messages for you. We may get messages for her. We'll just kind of see what happens. Let me just see what I can. So it would be her sister that's passed?
Yes.
Okay. And were they quite close?
They're very close, yes.
There's another person here that I'm getting. I don't really know how they're connected, but there is another person that's coming in as well. There's actually a male energy, so I'm not sure who that is just yet, but I do feel there's another person here too.
Okay.
Is that I'm going to go to in a second, so hold on one second. I want to tell you also, just as I'm connecting, I'm hearing the name Leonard. Where is there a Leonard? Because I keep hearing that name.
That's my husband, and
okay.
My husband's Leonard, and his dad's Leonard.
Okay, so I just want to say somebody's coming through. They're giving me the name Leonard. Now, just so you understand how I work, not every time, and people get confused about this, but this is how mediums work. So every time somebody comes through and gives a name, it doesn't mean it's their name. They can talk about people, so they're I don't know exactly who this is just yet, but there is somebody that's coming through. I would say it has to be more connected to that side of the family. I don't know who this is just yet. It actually feels more like a female vibration. So I don't know. Do you have anybody? I don't know who that is just yet. Are you close to that side, honey, or not really?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm not anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So you're not really close to that side. I don't know who that is. It feels more like a grandmother of your husband's, actually. So
Could be. Could
yes,
be. I think he was pretty close to his grandmother.
Okay. So yeah, might just be that person stepping forward. I wanted to say also, as I'm connecting here, I'm getting another message. I actually am hearing the name Marie or Maria in spirit, or Mary, or that name keeps coming through. Do you understand who that would be, or who that would be that I would be picking up on?
My grandmother's middle name's Marie.
Okay. Is she on the other side though?
She is.
Okay. So she may be coming through. Is she connected to your mom? Is that the same? Is that with your mom? Okay.
Yes.
So she's passed over, and so she's passed over, and her middle name was Marie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is her dad passed?
Yes.
Your mom's dad?
My mom's dad, yes.
Is he the man that I could be seeing here that's got a mustache? There's a guy here with a mustache that I'm seeing.
Yes.
Okay.
He had a mustache.
Right. Can I tell you when I feel your grandmother coming through? Because it was almost like your grandmother came and then your grandfather came, and they kind of were like very close together. So
Yep,
it felt like, it felt like to me like your grandmother came and then your grandfather, he had to come too, just because, I don't know, it felt like he was kind of like they were always together. So they come through together. Does that make sense to you?
It does, yes.
Yeah, because I feel like they were like, it's almost like, they were like soulmates. I definitely feel they were very, very close.
They were.
Yeah. So that's how they're coming through to me in spirit. It's like, it's more your grandmother coming through, but I feel like there's now we're going to keep going here because I'm getting a lot more different things here. I'm also hearing the name, this keeps coming through, but I'm hearing also, by the way, also, would your grandmother come through as I see her, a very, very well-dressed woman, well, not well-dressed like in a, but like very put together your grandmother would be. Her hair's kind of nice. She's got little lipstick on. I feel like she looks like, was she kind of like that? Like she cared about her appearance and stuff like that. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to say also, just as I'm connecting here too, it's interesting because you asked for your aunt. So I guess your aunt would be this woman's daughter?
Correct.
Okay. Do you know why I'm hearing the name Clara? That name, Clara.
I have a Cara.
And who is that?
It's my cousin, so it would be their granddaughter.
Okay, their granddaughter. Okay. I want to ask you too, I'm just feeling about this too. There's a woman that's coming through with them that I'm feeling that passed from cancer. So I'm trying to understand who this is. But do you know if there would be there's somebody that I'm seeing with them. So it's like your grandmother, yes. And then there's a reference to a woman who passed almost kind of younger of cancer. Does that make sense to you?
There's a lot of family members that have passed from cancer. I'm not sure who would be the
this woman is more like 40s or 50s. And I feel like there was, I'm getting that there was like stomach cancer or thing. So you're not sure about that?
There has been, my mom had cousins that died from cancer, but my aunt actually died of pancreatic cancer.
Okay, yeah, because I'm seeing it more in the stomach area, the gut area. So that was she more 40s or 50s when she died?
No, she was she was in her she was 80 actually.
Then I don't think it's her. Yeah. So let's just see here.
But
Let's keep going. So there's yeah, because this person's younger than that. So that's fine though. Now also I'm just hearing this too. Was there? Okay, hold on one second. Would your aunt that passed show me? Would your aunt that passed show me dogs, or is there a connection to dogs at all that your aunt would show me? Did she have dogs or anything with dogs she would show me?
well, I have a dog, but the last card she ever sent me had a picture of a dog on it, and I was just looking at it last night.
Okay, so it could just be a validation. Sometimes you got to think, yeah, kind of like outside the box like that a little bit. Do you know also, as I'm connecting to, I'm hearing the name Andrew. Do you know who Andrew is?
Andrew's my nephew.
Okay, now how is he connected to the family?
He's my mom's grandson.
Okay. And because for some reason, so it's like your sister's kid or something? Is it your sister?
No, it's my brother Michael's son.
Your brother Michael's son. Okay, interesting.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm not sure, just as I'm connecting here, I'm not sure why that's coming up just yet, but that's okay. I just heard that they were watching over, so maybe it's just that. Now, also, do you know who Nancy is? Because they're giving me the name Nancy. Do you know Nancy?
My mom has a cousin named Nancy.
Okay. I'm also being told, I'm getting this. When your aunt passed, was your mom taking care of her at all, or checking in on her, or something where I would feel like your aunt is wanting to acknowledge like caretaking stuff with her at all? Does that make sense?
She did call to check in on her. We saw her about a week before she died, and I know my mom fed her, I remember, and visited with her.
Do you know if there's a Barbara?
Barbara, not sure who Barbara would be.
Okay. And also, I'm just seeing this too. Hold on, I'm getting another thing here. I feel also, okay, when I'm so you visited with her a week before she died just to kind of like check in on her?
Yeah, we she lived in a different state, so we flew down to see her about a week before she passed.
Is there anybody that was more closer to Arizona?
Not that I know of.
Okay. So you're saying that you flew in to see her. Okay, that's fine. So let's just keep going here. I'm also seeing this too. There's an older woman that's coming in that is with, I feel with your aunt, I'm getting. And I feel that this is, yeah, so there's an older woman that I'm seeing. I actually feel like I'm going back in time quite a bit. So I don't feel like this is somebody that is necessarily as connected to you. It feels like it would definitely be more, hold on one second, I'm getting another thing here. I don't know what this is, hold on. Who is Michael? Is there a Michael? I know you said that's your brother. Is there another Michael?
My dad was Michael.
Okay. Is he passed?
Not that I know of. I don't know. I haven't heard from him in a long time, but I don't think he's passed.
So there's an older person it's weird. There's like another side of the family coming in that's connected to Michael, and I couldn't figure out why, with your brother, why that really wouldn't make sense. But there's a Michael not that's passed necessarily, but there's another side of the family coming in, just that I'm feeling. So I don't know how this person connects. I think it's more your grandparents on that side or something. Do you know that side of the family or not really?
Not really. Well, my dad was adopted, and I really his adoptive parents died when I was little, and then I kind of lost contact with that side of the family.
Okay, so there's somebody that I'm picking up from that side. I'm just going to ask them, unless they have like a really specific message, I don't really feel the need to really bring them in right now. So I'm just going to tell them to kind of relax. So if there's a message that I feel could be really help you, for some reason they keep highlighting the energy with your dad, like almost making me feel like there is something going on with him, or there's something that I don't really know all the specifics, but I almost felt like they were showing me something about that. But that's fine. I mean, if you're now, the other thing I'm seeing also here too, with your aunt that's coming through, that I feel keeps kind of poking in and stuff. Was there a connection with her? Because now I feel like I'm more with her a little bit. Would you understand me feeling with her that she was a very fun person, and she had a very fun personality? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is there something also that I'm seeing? Is there a connection that somebody would show me to a birthday in April, or something with a birthday in April, or something somebody wants to acknowledge a birthday in April?
My nephew Andrew, his birthday's in April.
Okay. And also I'm seeing this too. Hold on one second. I want to go back, wait 1 second, to your aunt here. You know what? Just so I can focus a little bit, since she's the person that you asked about, and it's kind of like there's like 10 different people here. What is your aunt's first name?
Her first name?
Yeah, that died. Mm-hmm.
Noreen.
Noreen. Okay. So anyways, just going back with her and stuff. So I was seeing this too. Is there a reason with this Noreen person that she would show me plants?
Plants?
Yeah, I'm seeing like all this like gardening stuff, plants.
Loved to garden. She loved to garden.
Okay, so she could just be showing me that. Yeah, because I keep seeing like plants, things like that. I want to say also too, so she liked to do that like in life and stuff, like to garden and things like that. Okay,
Yes.
so this could be, yeah, that might be the way that she's coming in and stuff. Can I ask you also, by the way, did she leave recently?
She did in October.
Okay, yeah, because I felt like she hasn't been on the other side for a long time. So that makes sense to you then. She's been over here for a shorter amount of time, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
The card that she sent you, did she make it herself?
She didn't make it herself, but she used to love making cards. Yes.
That's so weird, because I was seeing like a whole box of stuff, and she was showing me like all this different like card stuff or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I have a box of cards that I was going through last night, and it's got her cards in it. And she had boxes of cards.
Okay. Now, also, do you know this spirit that comes into that would be Francis or Franny? Francis or Franny?
That's my grandmother.
Okay. Yeah, so she's just kind of, I feel like she's here too. I want to say also too, as I'm connecting here, they're just showing me this, but was there something where they decided, for whatever reason, I have no idea why, they're not really telling me, but was there a decision to stop, was there a decision to wait on her funeral, or did they not have her funeral immediately?
Not for my aunt. No, they had it about a month after she passed.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they waited to have her funeral or something. A month is kind of a long time. So yeah, so they didn't have a funeral like the next week or something, right?
No.
Right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I understand now why you're confused. Yeah, that's not, I'm sorry. I was back with your aunt, not with Frances. I'm sorry. That was
No,
confusing the way I said that. Yeah.
no. My Aunt Noreen, she was the one that had the funeral a month later.
Right.
So
Yeah,
you were,
that's what I was saying. I was back with
oh,
her. And that's when I got the funeral about the delay. I wasn't with Frances with that.
okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't explain that to you. Yeah, the other thing I want to ask you too. Well, I'm just hearing this. She wants to know. I mean, I don't know really why they word things as questions, but sometimes they do. Are you now? You could be you could be your mom, but are you guys reaching out to her boys?
To her voice,
Yeah.
yes.
Are you reaching
Boys.
out to your aunt's boys, to her kids or something?
Boys. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
So she's talking about that, and she's just saying she really appreciates you doing that. She's actually telling me that it's kind of like, you don't have to do that. But she was telling me that, yeah, that it would be, that's what she keeps showing me, that that she appreciates you, reaching out to her. So again, I think it's just a validation that you're on the right path with that. A lot of times when people pass, obviously, sometimes we don't know what would they want. Do they want to, so she just saying to me, she feels like that's a good path and stuff. Okay. We're actually going to stop on you. Thank you very much. If you have any follow-up questions, put them in chat. I'm going to say also, guys, here's the thing I'm just going to tell you. Like I said, listen to other people's readings too, because sometimes there are messages through other people's readings and stuff. Okay. All right. We're going to keep going here. Hold on. Okay. We're going to go to Kathleen. Kathleen?
Hi, Thomas. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you. How can I help you?
I was hoping you could connect with my daughter.
Okay, great. And then is there anything else that you want to ask about, or is that the main thing?
Well, I wanted to know, what is she doing there? Who is she with? Any signs she might be sending me?
Sure, I can ask about that. So why don't we sort of first see if we can kind of connect with her energy.
Okay.
And see if I can get a couple of validations just that and then we can kind of see. So you just kind of want to know anything that I pick up from her.
Yes, please.
Okay, give me a second. Hold on. Hold on. Huh. Okay, so I'm getting some different things. First off, I heard the name Melissa.
Melissa is my living daughter.
Okay. So like I said in the other call, when people come through in spirit, because there's a younger female here coming in. So a lot of times when they come in, they're not going to necessarily always give their name. They may talk about somebody around you.
Okay.
Anyways, I do feel like this is your daughter. I feel, hold on. Have you had anything happen that she would talk about or show me with butterflies, or is there anything that's happened where you were around butterflies recently, or anything that would come up with butterflies, or why I would be seeing butterflies from your daughter?
Her aunt had just given a gift. Yesterday was her 1 year passing. Her aunt and uncle had left a gift, and the bag is full of butterflies.
Okay.
And my daughter and I were painting something yesterday, and there were butterflies on it.
Okay. Yeah, because I keep seeing butterflies. I'm also wanting to connect with the older female in spirit that comes through that's a P name. It's like Paula or Patty or I don't know who that is.
That's my mom, Patricia.
Okay. So she's here too. Can you understand with your mom that I feel when she comes through that she passed a long time ago?
She passed in 2001.
Okay, yeah, because it feels like it's been some time. Do you understand when I connect with her that I feel was she sometimes strict? Like, was she a strict mom when you guys were growing up?
Yes.
Yeah, I felt that. I kind of felt like she was like, I honestly felt like she didn't take shit or something.
That's very true.
It's almost like it was like, I feel like she definitely loved you guys, but it was like you didn't want, she was pretty like strict about things, I feel.
Yes. Yes, she was.
Yeah, and she comes through with that energy of like that, she is with your daughter. I feel like your mom, again, I feel even though she's got that, energy of maybe being tough, I feel she's, very, did your mom just in life, did she have a hard life, like her upbringing and things like that?
Yes, she did.
Was there a lot that she had to deal with your father? Like, I don't know, like, was he, like, I feel like they were married always, right? But I don't know, did they have like a rocky marriage?
She had an ex-husband
Okay.
that
Who's Vincent?
that's my dad.
Okay, is that her ex-husband?
No, that's the current husband, the husband she had when she passed.
Oh, okay. But she had maybe another relationship or something. Okay. Anyways, I'm going forward here. I also want to say too, can you understand when I connect with your daughter that I feel that this girl was just like a burst of energy? I feel your daughter is. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like, I almost feel like she walks into a room, everybody knows her, everybody feels her, everybody. She must have been, I would say, very popular. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, because I just feel like she's just like a big energy in the room. And can you understand that she is telling me family first, family first, family first? Was family very important to her?
Yes.
Okay. She is telling me that. She's also telling me too, hold on. Do you know who Jay is? Jason? Jay? Jason?
No.
Okay. Do you understand when she's passed that I see a very, very large funeral?
Yes.
Okay. Many, many people there. Does that make sense?
Right.
Do you understand that she's telling me also that, hold on one second, she would show me a beach. I feel like either she liked the beach or something with the beach. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on one second. Did you do, this doesn't have to be yesterday. Could be. I don't think it is, but it could be. Was there a balloon release that you did?
No.
No, okay. I want to ask you also, she showed me this. Have you had anything where she would show me, that's weird because I'm seeing balloons or something. I don't know what that means.
We had gone to a balloon festival.
Okay. Can I ask you also, is that leading up to her passing? Is it like right before she passed?
It was the summer before.
The summer before? Okay. So she could maybe she just remembers it or something.
I have pictures of her like there with all the balloons behind her.
Okay, got you. Now, also, I'm seeing this too. Is there a reason that she would show me being with a dog? Is there a dog that passed?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Do you know why she's also showing me a soccer tournament or going to soccer games or something with soccer?
Yeah, she played on a soccer team since she was like 7 years old.
Okay, so that was a big part of your life with her?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand? She showed me this too. She keeps coming through with this, but she's saying also that she just, hold on one second. She keeps showing me this. Hold on one second. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So now I'm getting another thing here. Okay, hold on one second. Did somebody, she keeps showing me this, but did somebody recently, because she is showing me this, did somebody recently, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Did she have a really beautiful smile?
Yes,
Okay.
she always was smiling.
Hold on one second. Then she shows me the wall of pictures with the urn.
Yes,
You know that? Okay. Because she showed me a wall. There's like a wall of pictures, and there's an urn there, right? Okay. Hold on one second. Now, to me, I don't understand this, but this is what Spirit's telling me. So whenever I start second guessing thing, and your daughter's funny, she's like, "Will you shut up and just tell her what I'm telling you?" So so she told me, is there something where like it almost? I'm just going to tell you what I'm getting. Do you have a really hard time looking at her pictures sometimes?
yes,
Okay. Because I feel like she's telling me that it's like, and I'm kind of like, well, I don't know, a lot of parents could have that. It doesn't really seem like a validation, but she's literally telling me that it's almost like you can kind of look at them, but you can't really look at the photographs. You can't like really, I don't know, like you can't look at the photographs the way that maybe you want to or something, I feel like.
that's true.
Yeah, and it's almost like, she's bringing that up. I think because she's showing me that, it's hard with her because one of the things she's talking about. So when I connect with her, she does bring up passing from suicide. So is that how she died?
Yes,
But to look at her in the pictures or to know her or to be in her life, I feel like she did she did a lot of energy and stuff to look in terms of when she was in the physical world. A lot of people didn't know how bad this was. Does that make sense to you? Like I feel like not a lot of people knew how. Not a lot of people knew how maybe she was going through things. Does that make sense to you?
right. She didn't tell anybody.
Yeah. Because I feel like she's talking about that. I think she's definitely talking about that. And okay, now also hold on one second. Hold on. Okay, wait one second. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Do you know, just as I'm connecting with her now, because she showed me this. Hold on. Hold on. Were you taking, or is there something that she's showing me with, hold on one second. Do you know who Paul is? That name came through, Paul. Do you know Paul?
No,
Okay. Paul. I don't know who that is. Okay. The other thing she's showing me also, do you have a lot of her clothes still?
yes,
Okay. And I want to say also, just as I'm connecting with her, because she's talking about this, she is telling me at some point today, I feel like she's actually, telling me it will be. By the way, is there something you wear around your neck for her that she would talk about? Something around your neck for her or something?
yes. I have a heart pendant and it has a lock of her hair inside.
Okay, because she's literally telling me that she's around your neck. The other thing she's telling me, and I don't know if you do it every day, but it feels pretty much like you do. Do you light a candle for her?
Yes, every day. I never let it burn out.
Yeah, because she's talking about the candle that you light every day. She said every day. That's why I thought it was every day, because she said it was every day. So that's just another thing that she's bringing up. I think it's just another like a validation. But she says that she's definitely with you a lot. And she's also telling me this too. Hold on one second. Well, actually, she does want to go back to this. Hold on one second. She's helping. Okay. Are there 4 kids?
Yes, she
Okay.
has 2 sisters and a brother.
Okay. And is one of the sisters going through a lot of issues right now?
Well, it's been a hard year. I'm not sure exactly what it would be.
Do you know also the name? Is there somebody that I would pick up that's in spirit that is a Frank? Do you know Frank or who Frank is?
Frank. No.
Okay. Or Francis, that name at all? Francis.
No. My husband's father's middle name was Frank.
Is he gone?
Yeah, we didn't know him. He passed
Okay.
when my husband was a baby.
I'm seeing this also. Was somebody in like track and field?
Yeah, Brianna was my
Okay.
daughter.
Your daughter that passed. Okay.
Yes.
And is there something that she would show me? I'm trying to understand this, but is there something that she would show me where is there some, I don't know if she's talking about with her passing or some other thing, but is there, by the way, is there a Charlene?
No.
And hold on. She's showing me this too. Wait. Hold on. Oh, I see. Okay. Was there something that you were just looking at recently that would be her writing? Or something that you were looking at and it was like in her writing or something? Do you know what this would be?
Yes, I know what that is.
Okay, so she's talking about that. And she's also talking about this too. So hold on one second. So the name she blurted out at the beginning, so that was her sister?
Yes, Melissa.
Okay. And do you understand her telling me that they were very different in life?
Yes, they were very different.
Like their personalities, their energy, very, very different.
Right.
Uh-huh. And it's like kind of like sisters, like maybe they didn't always see eye to eye type of thing. Does that make sense?
Yes, they got along, but they had different personalities and likes.
Personalities, different energies. Yeah, because I feel like she's telling me that she's, and I'm sure she is with the other ones too, but I literally felt like she was just telling me with that girl, that she sees how she's been a positive energy to you and supportive to you. And I felt like it was just more of like a, just her sort of, giving her sort of a sense of, I see what she's doing for you and sort of, thank you and an appreciation and stuff like that to her. So I think it's more like that. So, okay, good. Well, at least we got some messages from her. That was good. I'm glad we did that. I'm glad that you signed up for that. That was interesting too, because you said yesterday was a date for her. So that's interesting. And then we have Mother's Day. It's the first Mother's Day without her. And so I'll definitely be praying for you, Kathleen. And keep lighting those candles and doing those things because they see those things, and it does help us connect with their energy, and it does make them come to us more directly the more we can connect with them in that way. So do those things, everybody. That stuff is important if you want to have a closer relationship with those people in the spirit world. That's something that you should do and stuff. I will tell you also too, one more thing, Kathleen, is that she told me today when you're driving, she's going to send you a sign. So I don't know when. Well, could be tomorrow too. I'm not sure, but it will be either today or tomorrow when you're driving out in the car. So just look for it and you'll see it. Okay. We're going to go to Terry, I believe. Oh, hello.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi. What can I do for you?
Well, I recently found my bio family in the last year, and one of my sisters had lost her son. So I was hoping to hear from a message from him. And
Okay.
just in general, just hoping that, any general message that comes through from Spirit is great.
Okay. What is your bio sister's first name?
So Lana, she is your next call.
Oh,
And
okay.
she's on speakerphone with me right now because she couldn't connect. So she can
Okay.
hear you at this
Okay.
point.
That-
I just
that's fine.
wanted to let you know. Okay, great.
Okay, so you guys can both hear me?
Yes.
Okay. And Lana can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know. Do you want to I'm just wondering, since she's getting 15 minutes and you're getting 15 minutes, should we just do all this kind of simultaneously, or what do you think?
I think however it comes through for you is great for us.
Let's see what happens. Yeah. Okay. So
Okay.
I want to say first off, before you even asked your question, I heard the name George. So who's George?
That's my sister's
My
son.
son.
Okay, because I heard that name before you even asked any question, or I heard your voice. It was actually coming through in that woman's reading with her daughter. That's why at the end I was kind of pausing a little bit because I kept hearing that name. I kept hearing that. I kept hearing George, 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 like over and over in my head. So now, so he's definitely here. Give or take a year or two, would he be about 30 when he transitioned? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. In terms of, I feel like I have the right person, so
Yes.
I definitely feel like he's here. I want to say also too, just as I'm connecting here and what I'm feeling and stuff, but I feel that we'll just kind of see here what they're showing me. Hold on one second. Okay. There's a lot of other people that are coming in too, so I just have to tell you there's different people that are here, so we'll just kind of have to see where we go. So I hear also, hold on one second. Okay. Do you understand there's another George passed too? There's two Georges. There's a young George and an older George. So where is there another George?
My father-in-law.
Okay, so he's actually coming in as well. There's another George here. I want to say also too, I'm feeling this. Is there a father passed where there was a business passed down?
Yes, that would be from me.
Okay, that's you. So your dad is passed, and he recently, and not recently though, right?
Right. I've kept his business running.
You've kept his business running. Okay.
Yes.
Good. And would you understand, just as I'm connecting with him, that hold on one second. Was he much more the present parent in your life?
Yes.
Or like I feel with your mom and dad, was he more the parent that you really connected with?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand, just as I'm connecting here too, because I feel like this keeps coming through, that there's, because I keep talking about this, do you have either his gold ring or gold, I don't know what this is, but do you have something of his
Yes.
that I would see that's like a gold
Yes.
ring, gold watch? I think it's a gold ring though. Does that make
It
sense?
is. Yes, I do have his gold initial ring. Yes.
Okay, so he's showing me that. I want to say also too, I keep feeling this, but I'm picking up a passing related to drugs or alcohol passing. Does that make sense to you?
That would be Lana.
Okay, that's back with her. Yeah, because we might go back and forth a little bit. Yeah, because somebody's showing me that contributing to their passing. I keep hearing about that. Hold on one second. Hold on. May I ask you, I'm getting this from your father coming through. Hold on one second. Nope, let me keep going here with George because I'm back with George now for a second. Okay, he's showing me this. Was there some issue with doctors with him, or was there some issue with him having problems with, I don't know exactly what this is, but he keeps showing me this. So was there an issue at the end with doctors with him? Do you understand with that? Because George is talking about this, so I'm not really sure what it means though. Does that make sense at all? Is there some issue that he would talk about with doctors?
The only issue that I can say is that he would tell us his back would hurt him, but he would refuse to go to the doctor, and I don't know if that's tied in with his opiate abuse.
Okay. Can I ask you also too, because he's showing me this, but he keeps bringing this up, or this is what I keep connecting with. But I feel like now okay. So he could be. Maybe he is talking about that. Okay. Now, also, who passed in the car crash, or there was a car accident, and it's like somebody died instantly in a car crash. Does that connect for anybody with you guys?
Yeah, that's George.
That's back with George. Okay. I want to say also, and when I connect with George, he's actually telling me this, that there's something that he's going to do today. Well, I don't know, it could be today, could be tomorrow, but I feel like he showed me this, that he's going to do something where he does something where he monkeys or messes with somebody's phone. So it's just something that he's telling me to pay attention to, but it is something that he's bringing up. Or somebody's trying to make a call on their phone, and, he keeps showing me that. So I want to say also too, he is, when he comes through, their personalities come through too. I want to just tell you that. So they do. I want to say when I connect here also, hold on one second. Let me see if I'm getting this right. Do you know the name Jack? Jack also?
Yes.
Okay.
Jack was my nephew who died 5.5 months before my son died, and Jack is also my dead father's name.
Okay, so I think this is actually Jack, your nephew. Yeah, I think it's Jack, your nephew. So did you know him, dear?
Oh, he was my golden boy.
Yeah, so he's here. His personality is coming through. I feel like he's very funny, charismatic, this younger Jack, but he's definitely coming through. Jack is coming through. And when Jack comes through, he's talking about his funeral. And he said, look at my funeral. Look how many people love me. Look how many friends I had. So he showed me this really big funeral, people not being able to get into the doors, long lines. So I don't know if you remember that at Jack's funeral, but I keep seeing this. That for some reason that keeps coming through. What'd you say?
He had 2,000 visitors.
Okay, that's a lot of people, yeah. Okay. Now, also, I'm hearing this too. Now, this is kind of a little bit, I want to be careful with the way this is coming through. I don't want to scare anybody, but it's coming through, so I feel like I'm getting a message. I can handle it. I'm going to give you the message. Well, I think I'm getting this more. Just remind me again. What's the first name of the other person?
You're fading out.
Oh, I said we've got Lana on here, and then who's the other person?
Terry.
Oh, Terry.
Terry, yeah.
So Terry, this is more connected to you. Why is your father talking about a suicide attempt?
My other son, who I've taken under my wing tried to kill himself last month.
Oh, okay. Is he your biological son or just your
No.
son? Okay, but he's a son in your life, like sort of energy?
Yes.
Okay. That's interesting. So and so your father really doesn't know him then, right?
No.
Huh. Okay. But it's something that you had to deal with or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was awful.
Okay. And you're just still monitoring that or still?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I think that could be what I'm picking up on. I mean, it's a little bit of a stretch just because I don't really understand why your father would bring that up. But a lot of times they do know about things that we're dealing with and, different issues that we have and stuff. So, if you're dealing with this with your, if this is going on around you, your father could definitely be talking about that, or he could just be referencing that, or want to talk about that or something. So that could be what I'm getting with that. Okay, so that makes more sense to me. I'm hearing also here too. Hold on one second. Let's just see here also. Does somebody get, and this could be for either of you, but do either of you get signs with hawks?
Yes, we have a hawk that sits on our light pole, and everywhere we go in our subdivision, the hawk swoops us.
Okay.
Wow.
And I hawk
yeah.
my George.
What'd you say, honey?
I call the hawk my George.
Okay, great.
Hawk,
okay, yeah. So that's probably what they're talking about then, yeah, because I felt like they're talking about something where there's I kept seeing that. So I think they're just again, that could be from George just talking about that. He sends signs through that and stuff. I want to say also too, is there a Virginia that would have passed? I don't know how close this person would be, but Virginia or Ginny that would come forward. Does that make sense?
That's my mother-in-law's name. Virginia, Ginny.
Okay.
And she was like my best friend.
Okay. So yeah, because I just feel like she's stepping forward too. She's just kind of acknowledging you. She's telling me that she's okay. And I feel like she showed me that she's with, she's with all these people too, I feel. And, she's, with your son and, she's, checking in on all these people and stuff. So I think that's just something that's happening. I want to say also too, as I'm connecting here too, I am hearing the name, they're just talking about this, but I feel, hold on one second. Hold on. Okay, so I'm seeing also, can I ask you with the business that you inherited, because I'm getting a message about this, with the business you inherited, or you're dealing with the business, because you were talking about that.
Yes.
Is there something where they would be showing me that you are, you were worried about how that's working out, but like they would be telling me now it's fine?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, because they're just telling me that you were kind of stressed out about the business.
Very.
But it's fine now. Now, also, as I'm connecting here too, who has the mother in spirit that would come through, and there would be like an apology from this woman, there's a sadness with this woman, in terms of not really a sadness, but there's definitely like an acknowledgement of, I wish I did things differently. Does that make sense?
That would be my mom. Yes.
Your mom.
Yeah.
And she was kind of there was a challenge with her and stuff.
Yes.
Okay. And she was definitely not like an easy person to deal with. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. I'm also seeing this too. Somebody is showing me lily pads, or does that make sense?
Kind of, for
To
me.
to me it does, because I live on a lake.
Okay.
And I see also they're just showing me that is there a room that your dad would show? By the way, hold on one second. Huh. Did your dad have trouble walking?
Yes.
Okay. And this was like a big thing for him. He couldn't walk and stuff.
Correct. For years.
Okay. Do you also understand too? But he still traveled and still did things and things like that.
Yes, he did.
Now, another thing I'm hearing, because I feel like this keeps coming through. Hold on one second. Is there another George? So there's George the father, and then there's George. So there's George the grandfather, and then there's George that passed. Is there a George that's here?
George, my husband.
Okay. What'd you say?
There's 3
It was
Georges.
three-
So they're just talking about this. I feel like it's fine, but is George that's here, is he having some health problems?
Yes, sir, he is.
Okay. Because they're showing me some health things with him. I don't know why, but I'm seeing stomach issues and things in his lymph nodes and things like that. So does he just have a bunch of different things or something? I don't know. They're definitely talking about him having health issues, though.
He had a triple bypass, and then we found out last year that he has, they call it a triple A. It's an aortic abdominal aneurysm, and his thyroid stopped working, so he's on thyroid meds.
Okay. So, yeah, so there's a lot of things going on with him. So just know in the spirit world, where they're, what they're doing, they're just sort of, telling me that, all's good. They are watching over him. They know that he's having some issues and things like that. So just, I feel like they're just saying, just they're making me aware of that and stuff. And they're saying that, they're watching over him and stuff. I feel that he has, Spirit tells me that, he has a little bit of a journey ahead of him. So it's not going to be, they're showing me there's a lot of, there's some stuff coming up for him that is going to be a little bit of a sort of a journey. But I feel like he'll be okay. I feel like they're just telling me, make sure that, you're making sure he's okay and stuff like that. And again, I'm basically feeling that he'll be good and stuff like that. Now also they're showing me that, okay, so let's just see here also. Is there a Bob somewhere?
I have a Bob.
Okay, and who is that?
Was my my mom's boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So was your mom's boyfriend?
Yeah.
And was he a real problem? Like, would your mom tell me that he, in the end, was a negative?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So I think maybe mom is just kind of talking about that. Okay. I feel also, let's just see here also, I'm just getting a message about this. Was your mom also, as I'm connecting with her, was she very stubborn about how she did things, and does that make sense?
Very. Yes.
And
No way or no way.
yeah, and she's making me feel like in the end, this sort of, I mean, it was a problem for you. It created problems for you in dealing with her and stuff, correct?
Yes.
I'm seeing also, your dad is talking about this also. Is there a car that you're buying, or would I be seeing something about somebody buying a car?
Is that you, Lana?
Maybe at the end of the summer, I'm going to get a different vehicle.
Okay, let me see if I get more with this or something, because I'm not really sure who that goes with. Okay, now they're showing me this also too. I feel too. Hold on one second. Okay, now this is interesting. I don't know where this connects just yet. Hold on one second. Do you have a thing with your dad? You, Terry, do you have a thing with your dad where I would see, I don't know what he's showing me, but did he wear like a pendant?
Yes.
Like a big
Yes, he
pendant?
wore bolas. He wore bolas all the time.
Okay. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay. And also, hold on one second. I'm getting another thing here. Okay. There's a little dog that I'm seeing with your dad too. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Because I keep seeing a little dog with him. I want to say also too, your dad is talking about this, but he's saying that hold on one second. Hold on one second. Was your father the boss?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know what he's talking about, but he keeps saying that he was the boss. He was the boss.
And I was always the boss's daughter.
Okay.
It was a joke. It was a joke between us.
Okay, I understand. I want to say also too, I'm just hearing about this, but George is talking, I don't know about who this is, but he's talking about a sister or something, his sister or somebody that would be like a sister to him, that is with the letter J.
Yes.
So do you know?
Yeah.
That's his sister.
Okay, that's his sister. Okay. So I guess he's just talking about this because he showed me sister energy, and then he showed me this person. So basically, and I'm just kind of asking him, okay, what's the message? What do you have to say? Or what is this? And he's telling me, he's telling me everything's fine. He's, it's nothing bad or anything like that, but he's telling me everything's fine. He does feel with this person, this sister energy, that she's a little, what's the message? She's a little, I guess he's just telling me right now he perceives that she's a little lost. She's kind of trying to figure things out and things like this. And I do feel that your son in the spirit world, he's kind of, I see him guiding her. And I see him really helping her and sort of helping her to get on the path that she needs to be. So just so that's something that you can be aware of for him. That he's helping her and stuff. So, was that his only sister?
Yes, I only had 2 children.
Okay. So, because he's just making me feel what'd you say?
My daughter's here with me.
Okay, good. So he's just so like I said, he's helping her and stuff, and I feel that he's showed me that he, he's aware of, just like I said, helping her and putting her on the right path and things like that. And they are able, they can do that obviously in the spirit world, and they'll talk about that sometimes. So they're able to kind of guide and things like that. So just something to kind of pay attention to. Let's see what else is coming up. Hold on. Hold on. And is there a Jim or James?
Yes.
And how do we connect?
That's for both of us. I have a Jim and James, and so does Lana.
Okay. So how are they connected to you? How are those each connected to you?
I have a little brother. I mean, I'm sorry, an older brother, James, that died when he was young.
Okay. Okay. So you have an older James. Okay. And are you close to that person anymore?
No, he died when he was young. He
Okay.
died before I was even born. But there's an uncle, James, right, Lana? Isn't there an uncle?
Yes, Terry and I share the same biological father, and his name is Jack, and he has a brother named James.
Okay. So, Terry, you never knew your biological father?
No.
Okay. And he's passed, though, correct?
Yes, that's Lana's dad as well.
Yeah. It's interesting because I definitely do feel, I definitely do feel a connection with him, with both of you, even though the energy is kind of a little bit different. I mean, I feel that he is around both of you and, watching over both of you. And I just feel it's maybe like different energies and stuff, but I do feel like would I see him as a very like good looking man? Was he very good looking?
Movie star handsome.
Yeah, because that's kind of how I'm seeing him. That's the way I'm seeing him. But I do feel like he's around and stuff. And like I said, he does, as I connect with him, he does acknowledge both of you. So I feel like there is he does definitely want to acknowledge both of you. Okay, let me just see here also. I was feeling also too, would there be something that I would be seeing with a move? Is there somebody where I would be seeing somebody's thinking about a move or somebody wants to move? Does that make sense? Okay.
Yes.
Lana.
Oh, both of us.
Okay. And
What's up for sale in July?
what'd you say?
I'm putting my house up for sale hopefully this July.
Okay. Yeah, because I see something about a move. I think this is more for you than was what I'm feeling. So yeah, I think it'll be. I feel like there is going to be a move. I also am feeling too, and I guess they're just showing me that this is going to go. This will go very quickly. It's going to be fine. And but they are showing me this and stuff. I'm also seeing a woman in spirit. I don't know how she connects, but there is a woman here that I'm feeling. And she's very, she was very Catholic, actually. So I don't know who that is. It feels like it's more connected on, actually, as I'm connecting with it. I feel like this person is here more for, is for Lana. So does that connect? Do you understand that? There's a woman here who seems very, very Catholic.
This
Mhm.
my grandma Lawler went to church 7 days a week.
Yeah, that's the type of connection that I'm getting. Also, there's a John here. John, not Jack, John.
Well,
John.
my dad's blood name is John Francis, but his nickname was Jack.
Okay. And he's also with his dad. So I don't know.
Your brother, Lana. Your brother, Johnny.
Oh, my brother who died. I have my brother Johnny.
Yeah, I think it might be him then. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, also, I just want to say, as I'm connecting here too, I feel, and does somebody have, I actually feel like I'm getting this again from this the older Jack person. Does somebody have his, did somebody keep his watch, or did somebody have his watch?
I have his diamond ring and his eyeglasses.
No, but I'm seeing a watch here. So somebody's showing me like a gold watch now. And hold on one second. Hold on. I'm seeing a gold watch. Who's Chester?
I don't know.
Does somebody have Chester? Lana?
I don't.
Okay. Just remember I said that somebody is showing me a gold watch, and I hear the name Chester also. So again, I don't know. And also, yeah. So and also, is there a Pennsylvania connection somewhere? There's got to be like a Pennsylvania connection that they would show me.
When my husband's family migrated from Slovakia, they went to Pennsylvania and then they moved to Illinois.
Okay. And can I ask you also, because I'm seeing this also, who is there a sage?
Sadie's
Okay, who is that?
my daughter.
Okay. And is there something, so did your father know her?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And they close, or they had a close
Yes.
connection, or they knew each other and stuff. Okay. And is there something that I would be feeling where she is, not like tomorrow or anything, but they would be telling me that she wants to go in a new direction, or she's trying to go into a new direction or something?
Yes.
Does that make sense? Okay.
Yes.
She's trying to make some, like, almost like some shifts in her life. Does that make sense to you?
It absolutely does.
Because they keep showing me that she's, she's wanting to kind of go into a new direction with things, and and she's been wanting to do this for a while and stuff. And I actually feel like she's going to be able to.
Yes.
They're really saying this year there's going to be a big thing for her. I feel, yeah, so that just keeps coming through and stuff. So just, again, so something to just kind of I feel to be aware of and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I feel, and you're close to her.
Yes.
Hold on. Who was the teacher?
My mother.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And were you her only daughter?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I feel like she, basically what I'm seeing is when she went into the spirit world, things kind of lit up for her where she saw, oh my God, all the different things that she did that were really not sometimes positive. I just feel like she is telling me that. But like I said, now I feel, she's in what I would say would be like a peaceful energy, and she's kind of left that behind. So. Okay, guys, I'm going to put you back on mute. Thank you very much. Okay, that was good. So that was kind of 30 minutes for them because they had 2 people on the call. So we're going to take a short break, and we will get back. We've got our last couple of people. So I'm just going to take a quick 2-minute break, not even that long. Quick break. Okay, let's get started again here. We've got 3 more people. Let's go to Regina. Which I don't know who that would be here because there's no Regina. Can somebody unmute themselves if they're Regina?
Hey, it's Regina.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, what can I do for you?
I'm just trying to see if there's anybody, family on the other side that has any messages for me or for my mom that I can share with her.
Okay, great. So we can ask about that. Hold on one second. Oh, so you're just open to whoever comes in then, I guess,
Yeah, I'm pretty open.
right?
Yes.
All right, let's see what we're getting here, what we're connecting with, and then we'll kind of go there. So hold on. Regina. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, so I'm actually getting a couple of things that are coming in, and I am getting some stuff that is also, I feel, might be more psychic. So let's just see here. Hold on one second. Since you're asking about your mom also, what is her first name?
It made it easy. Her first name's Regina, too.
Okay, so I
You
might
can
be,
call Jean.
okay, hold on one second. I can just kind of separate them. Okay, great. So first thing is, I am getting, do you have somebody that's Peter?
Yes, that's my mom's dad.
Okay. So he's passed, correct?
Yeah, when she was a kid.
Okay. So he's just stepping forward. I'm feeling, and do you know if he, because I'm just feeling this, did he work with his hands or did he work in that capacity at all, like with his hands or
He always said
manual?
he worked with some type of bookkeeping, but she always used to say he had the best handwriting around.
Okay. I'm also seeing something here where, and he's just showing me also that yeah, it's interesting though. There's somebody that's coming through also that is kind of with him that I see the very strong thing with military stuff. And I feel like this person is showing me, doing stuff in the military and also that they would have worked with their hands and stuff. But, I'm not sure. It could be it feels like it's somebody that I'm seeing that's kind of like with him. So, I'm not sure who that is, but that's okay. Do you also understand, and we'll just go back to things, I might get more stuff. Do you understand at all the name Leo?
Leo's my dad.
Okay. There again, when people come through, sometimes they'll bring up names. Those could be names of people past or names of people here. So hold on one second. And also, hold on one second. And his dad passed?
Yes.
Okay. So it's maybe, did he work with his hands, like more like fixing things like that?
He was a butcher.
No, there's somebody else that I'm getting here, that I'm getting images of like electrical stuff, and also that they did this in the military. That's okay. Let's just keep going for right now. I'm also getting an older female coming through that I'm feeling. This woman comes through really strongly. I feel like she would be basically I'm seeing that she would be connected to both of you as I'm connecting with her. And she's making me feel like your mom took care of her prior to her passing, or your mom was helping her prior to her passing. I feel this woman here too, so I'm not sure who this is just yet, but I feel, is there somebody that your mom that would have taken care of before she passed? Like she, and also, do you have anybody that would come through, a lady? I almost wanted to say she was a nun, but I don't think she was a nun. I just feel like she was extremely religious. Does that make sense?
My Aunt Mary.
You have an Aunt Mary,
Yes.
and she was very religious.
Mm-hmm. She was.
Did she die recently?
Yes.
Yeah, this is somebody that went over to the spirit world kind of recently. So your Aunt Mary died pretty recently.
Yes.
Okay. Like in the last few months or so, last 6 months.
December.
And she just would have been very, very, oh, you know what, dear? She's the woman that was coming through that was talking about you guys taking care of her.
Yes.
Yeah. So that came through all together. I couldn't tell actually at first if it was the same person. So there was this older lady that came in, like probably in her 90s.
Yes.
Do you understand? Yeah.
Yes.
And she's telling me that you and Mom, I'm not really sure why. I don't know if it just why. I don't really see why that happened, but I just feel like you and this lady is showing me she's kind of got like a personality on her. I feel like she's very funny.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of like not funny like slapstick, but I feel like she's kind of funny like almost like kind of blunt Mary would be. I feel like kind of like say it how it is type of thing. But she's just let me know that she's well, I think the main reason she's come through is to really just let you know that she, she's very appreciative that you took care of her. And so you guys were basically there for her the whole time at the end, right? Just making sure she had everything she needed and stuff, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So she definitely wants to just acknowledge that and stuff. Do you, and the church thing, when I'm seeing the religion with her, that was a big thing in her life, right?
Yes.
And she's making me feel like even when she was sick, she wanted as much as possible to go to church still or watching church on TV or things like that. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Okay. Do you know why I'm hearing the name Geraldine or Jerry? I don't know.
My ex-sister-in-law.
Okay. How's she connected to you?
She's my ex-sister-in-law, but she's not married. I mean, she's not dead.
She's not dead. Okay. All right. Moving on from that, because I'm not really clear why that came through, but I all of a sudden I heard that name. So what is that? Your brother's side or something?
My brother's ex-wife.
Okay. And do you know her family at all?
No.
Okay. Could be somebody connected to her. I'm not sure. Okay. Now I'm also seeing too, the name, well, I'm hearing this first up. I'm hearing the name Francis. I'm also hearing the name Mary Francis. So is there a Francis? Is there a Mary Francis? I don't know if they're two different people, but I'm hearing both of those names.
They're two different people.
Okay.
My mom's mom and my Aunt Mary.
Back to your aunt that was the older woman.
Yes.
She was Mary Francis.
Yes.
Okay. Do you also have, just as I'm seeing this, you have rosaries of hers, or did somebody put aside rosaries of Mary Francis's?
Yes, I do have them.
Okay. And also I'm seeing this too. This isn't you and this isn't your mom. So is there somebody in the family right now and they are very they're pretty sick right now, and they're having some health issues. It's not you. It's not your. It's not you. It's not your mom. Is there another person that they could be talking about that's having some illness right now?
Not
Try to get more information, but they're really that's what they're giving me, so I don't know.
that.
What about your mother's other sister? Is she ill right now?
I don't know.
Not the dead one, but
No,
is the
I
other?
don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, that I don't know.
Are you close to her at all?
No.
Okay. I think it's actually her, but I don't know which one. I don't know how many sisters she has or whatever. But anyways, okay. Now, also, I'm getting another thing here, too. Is there something where your aunt would show me that you moved in with her at the end? Or would I feel that you guys slept over there a lot? Or just were you living with her at the end?
I was.
Okay.
I was.
I also want to tell you I'm feeling this. I'm being told about a job. Sorry, hold on. Who's the teacher? Is there somebody that is a teacher, works in the schools?
Yeah, I have my niece is a teacher.
Okay. What, with your brother? With your brother's side?
Yeah.
I'm seeing also here too. Are you close to her at all?
Yes, I am.
Do you know the name Edward? That name keeps coming up. Edward or somehow.
Yeah. One of my other brothers.
They're showing me also here, because I keep getting something about this. I don't know exactly what this is, but they're showing me this. With your aunt, would you understand this? With your aunt, do you have memories of her? Something where she would show me where you hold on one second because it keeps showing me this. Have you found coins, or is there anything where you have found coins of hers?
Yes.
Okay. Have you found coins since she died?
Yes, I have.
Hold on one second. Why am I seeing also? Hold on one second. Hold on. Hold on. So this Francis that's coming through, that is coming through. Hold on one second. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. And who's Mary?
Mary's my aunt. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So Mary is your aunt that's connected to Francis too. Okay.
That's correct.
Can I ask you also, is there somebody in spirit that would come through that would be Peter, and there was very significant heart problems?
Yes.
Okay.
That was my mom's father. He
Mhm.
died of a heart attack.
Okay. And so you never knew him.
No.
Okay. But he could maybe come through. Do you also know Mary Teresa? Mary Teresa.
No, not that I can think of.
Okay. Well, there's somebody here that's coming through. Mary Teresa, or Teresa, I'm hearing. Died a long, long time ago, many years ago, perhaps even before your mother was born. I don't know how she is. Teresa a name in your family?
Not that I'm aware, but I will ask.
Yeah, because there's somebody here that I'm getting, Mary Teresa. Mary Teresa. She would have been more close to your grandmother, not really so much you. So not really even so much your mom. She would have been more connected to your grandmother, Frances. There's somebody that I'm getting with her, Teresa, Mary Teresa, something like that. Can I ask you also this too? Who had the eye problems? Eye problems, cataracts, eye issues from diabetes, all that stuff in one thing.
That would be Francis.
Your grandmother?
Yes.
Okay. And also, I want to say also too, with her and stuff like that. Hold on one second. Hold on. And you did know her, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like she was a big energy in your life. Was she a big part of your life, big energy in your life?
She was.
Yeah, I can feel that. There's also a little girl with your grandmother, so I don't know who that is, but there's a little girl that I'm seeing that's with your grandmother. Did she ever lose a baby?
She did.
Okay. And so she's just, yeah. And then somebody is showing me kind of like old time Las Vegas. Does that make sense to you? Did somebody live in Las Vegas?
Um,
I'm seeing like old time Las Vegas or something.
it kind of makes sense, but I
Okay.
can't associate it yet.
Jim, James, who's Jim?
That is my mother's brother.
Deceased though?
Yes.
Huh. I think he's the person showing it to me. Did he ever live out there or go out there or something? Do you know?
I'm not sure where he lived. He lived a couple of different places.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason, I mean, yeah, it may not be living. Maybe, I don't know if he just would, did he like that type of stuff, like going to casinos or going out there or anything?
I'm not sure.
Okay. So yeah, for some reason I'm seeing that. I mean, I was seeing Vegas and then I heard that name. I want to say though too, that it feels like your aunt and your mom. I mean, they feel like the strongest people that have kind of come through. I know you have some other people there too, but I feel like they feel like the strongest people, and they're together. And they're also just telling me too, I'm just hearing this, that they're helping you with your mom get her strength back. So I don't know if she's having issues with her strength or something, but that message did come through. So I feel like they're just kind of sharing that with me. So, okay, well, we got to go on to the next person. So we've got Jean and Christina. So let's do these now. I wonder, Jean, we've got here. Hold on, let's just do Jean. Okay, Jean.
Yes, hello.
Hello, how are you? I'd like to do your reading. So what can I help you with?
First of all, my husband is going through a business legal separation with his two insurance partners.
Mm-hmm.
They're in mediation, and it has gone on. And I am curious to see if you get anything on what you see for that. Part two is I am somewhat interested in possibly developing some intuitive skills, and I'm curious what you see with that, I guess, in the realm of how much potential I have there. And any loved ones in spirit, I'd love to hear from.
Okay, great. So loved ones in spirit, what was the thing that you were saying you wanted to hear about with potential stuff? What was this again?
Well, I'd like to possibly learn mediumship.
Okay. So any potential with your spiritual gifts. And
Yes.
then also your husband is dealing with some stuff.
Business, yes. We hope to leave.
Who's Chip?
My husband.
Let's start with that then. Let me just see what I'm seeing. So he's actually going through some lawsuits or something?
Mediation.
Yeah. And these are people that have kind of brought sort of a negative energy into things. I feel like this is not, I don't feel like this is his fault at all.
Oh, he'll love to hear that.
But they're definitely showing me that this has kind of like been a real stressful, negative thing, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It looks like from spirit, they're showing me that this is something that is going to be okay. It's going to get resolved, but they're definitely showing me that these people that are involved are like a darker vibration. They have a bad energy, but I feel that this is all going to get resolved. Are they already in the mediation? I feel like they are.
They have been since November or December. They're first cousins, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My sense is, like I said, it feels like there's been a lot of stress with it, a lot of negative stuff with it, but I actually see it, things are on a more positive path. I definitely see things will be sort of done by the summertime. Like I feel by August, I see all things, on the right path with that.
Okay. Do you think he'll get his a fair ownership trade?
Spirit says basically yes, so I'm feeling
Okay.
hear that means that there may be something that's a little bit different on the terms that you wouldn't necessarily think that he would really, but basically they're saying yes as far as that goes. They're saying yes. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Great.
think basically yes, there will be. They're not really telling me that there, something where I don't feel you. I don't feel you feeling, that, like you're not getting what's totally yours or something. But I
Okay.
guess what they're showing me is it might be a little bit different than you expected, or might show up a little bit different. But yes, why am I hearing the name Scott?
That's my dad.
Okay. So now, for some reason, he's being referenced. I don't really know why, but he's being referenced. Interesting. Let me see here. Scott. That's interesting. I don't know why.
He's alive.
Yeah. I believe this is his mother then coming through. Is his mother passed?
Yes.
I think it's his mom. I'm not really 100% sure, but I feel like it is his mother.
Probably.
They have a strained relationship.
No, it was a good one.
Okay. And
my dad and his brother have a somewhat strained relationship.
well, who's Walter?
That is his brother. He goes by Tom, but his first name is Walter.
Walter, Tom, and they have a strange relationship.
Yes.
Do you also know, as I'm connecting here too, that there's somebody that's coming through in the spirit world that would be Ivy, the name Ivy?
Yes, that I didn't know Ivy well, but that was the my grandmother, my Scott mother that you just referenced. That was her brother.
Okay. So passed away though, right?
Yes.
And do you know if he at some point would have walked with a cane?
Probably. I have no idea.
Okay. Because I do see a man going by with a cane also. I see also, as I'm connecting here too, there's a, they just want to show me this, but they're telling me that, is there something where you would be meeting with your dad soon or talking to your dad about paperwork or something? Is there something where you've got to talk to him about paperwork, or he wants to talk to you about paperwork, or is there something where I could be seeing something with that? Does that make sense to you?
Well, we may have to front some cash in this to get a business appraisal. And my dad had offered to loan us some money, so it may have something to do with that.
Yeah, I think it could just be that then. Yeah, yeah, that totally makes sense, because for some reason they keep showing me that. So okay, hold on one second. Do you have okay, hold on one second. Is there something that I would be seeing where they would talk about the name Joseph or the name Joe, that I could hear Joe or Joseph? This could be in spirit.
Not right off the top of my head.
Okay. There's somebody that they are showing me over here. Joe, I don't know who that is though. Okay. They're showing me also, just hearing about this too, that I feel, are you also, would they be showing me this too? Are you looking at real estate, or is there something that you would be looking at that I would be seeing with real estate, or checking into things with real estate or something?
My father-in-law is trying to sell some property that was in his family, and it's been a big deal.
Okay.
Be that.
Yeah, because I feel like they're showing me something that for some reason I keep seeing that. Now, I want to say also I'm feeling this too. Your grandmother that's passed that was coming through, is she like a Jen or a Jane or a Jeanette or a Jean?
Jeanette, yes.
I'm getting like J and N, but I couldn't get the full name. Why is she showing me horses? She literally keeps showing me over and over images.
My grandparents had horses and in their backyard, and my husband actually grew up right beside them.
Okay.
And then my youngest daughter rides horses now, and my grandfather loved horses.
Okay. Yeah. I also hear the name Frank and the name Buddy.
Buddy?
Frank and the name Buddy.
Yes, Frank is my grandfather on my mother's side, and Buddy is her first cousin who is alive, and I'm sure he's there with Buddy's parents.
Okay. And then your grandmother on your mother's side, she's also passed, correct?
My grandmother? Yes.
Your mother's mother, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, because all of a sudden I just felt her pushing through. I felt, were you very connected to your mom's mom? Like, were you guys close?
All four of my grandparents, yes.
Yeah, because I just felt
Her
like,
too.
yeah, she came through. And is there a side of the family where there would be debutante balls?
Yes.
Okay. I felt like I was seeing that or something. And then
That's funny. My daughter is in a debutante club, and it's not really a me kind of thing to do. So
I got you. They might just be showing me that. Just might be like a validation.
it's one of those things that makes me roll my eyes. But
Right. And I want to just say this too. There's a great energy too, I feel, with I'm just feeling this, but there's a very strong energy I feel too with hold on one second. Hold on one second. I don't know what this is. Hold on one second. Okay. I'm getting a message also. Okay, hold on one second. Okay. Are you doing something also where they would show me that you are, because they keep showing me this, are you also investing some money or doing something where you would be in, I don't know exactly what this is, but are you doing something where you're investing money or something?
yes. Oh, yes. I've got to go sign some paperwork with our stockbroker who is changing firms. Maybe that's it.
Okay. But you're going to be keeping the money with him, right?
Yes. I was having a conversation with my husband about that earlier today,
Okay, got you.
and I'm not so sure about keeping it with him.
Okay, so you're going to look at this or something, or going to figure this out or something?
Do they have any advice about that?
I feel that so what is you've got money invested with him or something?
Not a lot, but we could get some money out of this business transaction that but most of it would
I wouldn't
probably go off.
Right. I wouldn't put more money with him. I'm not feeling.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't put anything. I don't feel more with him.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think there would be a lot left to give a broker anyway, but yes. Okay.
Yeah. I would say I wouldn't. Yeah, that's what I was feeling. Probably, I was feeling with that. I wouldn't give more, but yeah. So, okay. We've got some more time. Is there anything you want to just go back? We've got probably, let's see. Well, we've got like another, a few minutes if there's anything. Well, 2 minutes if there's anything you want.
The mediumship part.
Yeah, we didn't cover the mediumship. So let's look at that. Hold on one second. Okay. Let me see. Hold on one second. Hold on 1 second. Okay, hold on. And so this is something that you have worked on, or this is something that you want to keep working on it and stuff?
Yes, not formally, and I can't imagine how it could happen, but I think I have at least somewhat of a gift, and I'm interested in what you see.
Yeah. Basically what they're showing me is that this is something, basically what they're showing me with this is there is actually a positive, I feel like there's a positive energy with this. It feels like a positive energy. You are going to do more with it. I don't really see exactly how this is going to unfold, but I see you sticking with it.
Okay.
And I see it, further and further and further developing it and stuff. So yes, I do
Okay.
feel like you are, yes, you will be doing more with this. I feel for sure. Mm-hmm.
Great. Thank you.
I also actually see you going overseas to work on this. So I feel that that's just what I'm being told, that you're actually gonna work on this I think overseas or something. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Thank you.
All right. I wish you the best.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. Okay, and we're going to just take a quick 1 minute break, and then we will finish up with, I believe we have Deanna.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to finish up with Deanna.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Well, how are you?
Good. What can I do for you?
Well, I really want to talk about my dog, but I won't do that. I'll ask about my mom or my father-in-law, if they have anything to say.
Okay, that sounds good. So your father-in-law or your mom, and just any messages, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what comes through. Okay. You know what though? I am feeling, since you brought it up,
Yeah.
what was the thing about the dog that you wanted to ask me?
I just miss him so much.
Oh,
It was
okay. Yeah,
the dog I
let's
connected with the most.
Yeah, let's throw that into the mix too, because I feel like I might get a message. It's not, I'm not really great at that stuff, but I will
Okay.
definitely try. Because I feel like, who knows, I might get a message about that. Okay, so let's just keep going here. So, first off, okay, so, Okay, I'm actually getting a few different people here. So, all right, great. So I do feel, okay, hold on. And how would you connect to the name Peter?
Peter is my dad's father and my mom's brother.
Okay. I feel like I'm picking up for some reason on your grandfather. I don't think it's your mom's brother.
Okay.
I feel like he's coming forward. I don't really know quite why he's coming through, but I feel like he's here. Did you ever know him at all?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not really clear why he's here, but I just feel like and so you didn't know him in life at all?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if there's maybe some message or something. I'm sure.
Maybe
yeah.
about my dad. He's got a message.
Yeah. Now I'm feeling, and is there a C name passed?
Yes.
Okay. Is that more with mom?
My mom, yeah.
Hold on one second. Did you have an estranged relationship with her?
An estranged?
Yeah. Were you estranged from her at any point?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay. Can you understand her just as far as what I'm feeling? Can you understand her showing me that there's just when she kind of goes over her life and things like that, but hold on one second. So there were times where you weren't totally close to her, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Would you understand her telling me or showing me in my mind that you are a little bit different than how she was as a mom, like the way you mother is
yes,
different than very much like.
Very much.
Yeah. And, I have to tell you, as I'm connecting with her, am I right that I'm getting like drug problems or alcohol
Yes.
or drug addict or something?
Yes.
And so she kind of had that throughout her life and stuff, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Wow.
And I want to say also when I connect with her too, I feel, because of course they'll keep going, for more and more and more. So when I connect with her also, do you understand that I feel she had a lot of self-esteem issues and anxiety issues and stuff. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Very much.
And, because I feel that she was in her inner world a very sweet person.
Very kind. Very kind.
Very kind. And then I feel like all this stuff happened to her and it almost feels like it kind of overwhelmed her. Like,
it did.
Yeah, I feel like it's almost like she, there's certain things that happened to her, like she couldn't really handle it. So it's almost like she shows me that she, like, I want to say she went a little crazy almost is what she's showing me.
Yep.
But it wasn't like, I don't feel she was a bad person, but
No.
I feel like she kind of like lost control and things like that. Can I ask you this, because she's showing me this? Do you feel like there was a way in which she was in some ways, not like by you or anything, but were there people in her life that like really took advantage of her?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I felt like your poor mom, she was like almost like I get an image of her like very sweet, almost like a deer or something. And then I feel all these people like pulling on her and so she's showing me that really kind of like, yeah. Let me just see here, because I do feel like she's giving me a message here. Okay, so this is what I want to talk about. Where is there, so your youngest sister,
Yeah,
She's talking about this person. Hold on one second. So, do you have a baby sister?
I do.
Okay. Was she very close to your mom?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's what I kind of felt. I
Yeah,
felt
she
like
hasn't been able to survive without her very well.
that's what I'm feeling, because she's showing me you were like a little bit more independent from your mom, or you just kind of pulled away more from your mom. I feel like she's talking about this younger one, the baby, was so connected and involved and all this stuff with her. And it's really hard for her without her.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I will tell you, just as I'm connecting, because of course, we know in the spiritual world that all of this stuff is usually planned before we even get here. So, probably your mom, was probably, you probably in a way picked your mom, but I do feel that there is an apology that comes through from her for you, that she feels like, that even though she loved you and even though, those things, she's just given me a feeling that she wishes that she had done things differently, I feel. And just acknowledging that and stuff. So
That's true. She
yeah.
said that also while she was alive.
Yeah,
She
but
would apologize.
can I ask you, because I am feeling this, were you the one that would sort of like, I just feel like I'm getting this, but would you stand up to her a little bit more, or kind of tell her like, this is not like, I don't know. I
Yes.
just felt, were you more vocal about it?
I took care of the things and the doctor appointments and took care of her. And I did stand up to her and tell her what was right or wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's funny, because what I'm hearing from her is that she wants to like thank you for being the mom, because she feels like in a way you were kind of took on the mom role. Like
I did.
Yeah. Now, do you have a Gene? I just heard that name, Gene.
That's my father-in-law.
Okay. And you said you do
Jesus.
want to hear some sort of message from him if I pick up something?
Yes, please.
Okay.
My kids were very attached to him.
Okay. And when did he pass?
He passed, him and my mom both passed a month apart 5 years ago.
Okay. So he could definitely come through. And I feel that hold on one second. Let me just see if I'm getting this right. Well, he's definitely giving me the feeling, I'll just kind of go more into this, but he's definitely giving me the feeling that he is, he's just giving me the feeling that he's in a good place. He's showing me this more connected with his side of the family, not so much with you. But was there some sort of like money dispute when he died?
He had a dispute with relatives, I believe. There was, but
So
it wasn't
maybe
over
not
here.
Okay, not so much with you guys, but more with that. Okay. Now I'm getting another thing here. Let me just see if I can get this also. Where would he talk about the two boys and the girl? Who has two boys and a girl?
I do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he might just be talking then about so you have two
I have
boys.
2 sons and a daughter.
Yeah. Because he's talking about 2 boys and a girl. Okay. Now, and also he's talking about this too. Did you, this is what I'm hearing about. Did you medically take care of him at the end, or were you guys watching over his medical issues?
He was in the hospital at the end, and we were all there in the room.
Okay, so you
when
were
he died.
kind of there and things like that.
Yeah.
For some reason, he is telling me that he thought he had more time. So he's I don't know, maybe he just didn't realize that it was kind of like the end or something. Now I'm getting another thing here, so I just want to kind of go back to this. I feel, as I'm connecting here also, your mom is showing me this. I'm just trying to understand what this is. So is there a big, would there be a big, okay, hold on. And who's Shirley?
Shirley.
You know that?
I don't know a Shirley.
Okay. And also, I'm seeing this. Do you understand from your mom? Is there a sense with her that did she? Because I'm seeing this. Did she kind of give up at
Yes.
the end? You feel like, okay, yeah, that's what I feel. So she kind of just like gave up on her health and things like that, right?
Yes. Would not go to the doctor and was medicating herself.
Okay. Your father-in-law is showing me also. I keep seeing this. So this is somebody I feel that he would want to bring up or talk about or something. So hold on one second. From your father-in-law, I'm trying to understand this. Hold on. Is there somebody with a K? I'm definitely seeing from your father-in-law.
Carson.
Okay,
my
who was
son.
that?
Carson's my son with a K.
Okay. And were they close?
They were close.
Okay.
My youngest was with him the most probably, but
okay, the youngest boy, the little boy, I'm
Yeah.
seeing young boy. Okay. Okay. Now I'm seeing and you said, but Carson is your son.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And is there some sort of that your father-in-law would show me? Is there a graduation, or is somebody about to graduate, or is there something that I would see
Well,
with?
my son Carson graduated college a year ago.
Okay. The other thing I'm getting here too, I'm just trying to understand this, but I'm seeing also there's somebody that keeps coming through, and I'm not sure who this is, but I see this older man coming through that I feel is with your father-in-law, but it's not your father-in-law. And there's this older man that I'm seeing that I keep getting like this person had like lung issues or issues in their lungs or something. And is there a connection that I would see with Arizona?
No, it was Arkansas.
What do you have there?
Arkansas, I think that's where he was born. His
Okay.
dad was there.
Well, I want to say I could have been getting that confused because I was just
Yeah.
seeing the state name. I think that this is somebody that he's with then. Because like I said, there's an older man that I'm seeing. And like I said, I don't know really why this person is just somebody that's kind of, showing up. Now, I have another thing I'm seeing. I'm seeing like old pictures, like they're like from maybe like 100 years ago or 80 years ago, not recently, that I'm seeing. And I see like ventriloquist dummies. But they're like old, like they're not from, a few years ago.
Well, my dad did puppeteering.
Your dad did?
Yes, my dad and my uncle.
But your dad's not dead.
No.
Huh. I wonder, would your grandfather show me that? The one that I named before?
Yes. Yeah,
maybe
Peter.
It's more from, maybe it's more from him then, I think. Okay, so did he do that stuff too, or just more your dad?
I think he did it. He doesn't give us a lot of info on him.
Okay. So maybe he did, or he could just be showing that connected to your dad. If your dad did it, maybe he's just aware of it.
Yeah.
I'm also seeing this here too. I'm just trying to understand this. So I am seeing like this keeps coming through, and I'm not sure exactly, but I see also, would there be would there be like a white dog that passed, or
Yes.
Okay. Because I'm seeing a white dog.
White with patches of color.
Okay. And is that your dog that you were connected to?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that's, I feel like what I'm seeing is it's definitely with the group of people. I feel like it's with the spirits. It's, it's with the group of people. Yeah. So, okay. Hold on one second. Hold on. They're showing me that this also too. So I guess back with your dad, I'm sorry, with your father-in-law.
Uh-huh.
Was there something with him, because I keep seeing this, but was there something with him where this all really did happen quickly at the end?
It did.
Okay.
It did.
Okay. And I want to ask you this too, because I'm feeling this. Is his wife still here?
Yes.
So he's just telling me, I'm just seeing this. He's just telling me this, that, hold on one second. Does she feel him in the house a lot?
She doesn't say, but she.
Okay. I want to see something here. What is her first name?
Louise.
Okay.
Well, Ida, but Louise is what we call her.
You call her Louise. Okay, that's fine. So, yeah, I guess I'm just hearing about this, but hold on one second. And is there a Jeff somewhere?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of their kids.
That's one of their kids. Okay. So, yeah.
Not my husband.
No,
but-
not your husband, but with their kids. Okay. So basically, yeah, I don't know. What I'm seeing is this guy that is coming through that I believe is your father-in-law is just telling me that he visits your mother-in-law. And, yeah, she may just not, recognize it, or maybe she doesn't realize it or whatever, but he is telling me that he's there. And just, making sure she's okay and watching over her and stuff. So, and he's just giving me the feeling more, that if she was to kind of, feel it or recognize it, it might be more through, I guess it might just be more of a feeling thing. Less that he's kind of, doing something or something like that, but more that he's, more just like she might just feel it or things like that. So he's just kind of letting me know that I do feel that he's, but and just as I see, what I was telling you, he's going to keep, with these kids that he was talking about, the kids. I get this feeling of definitely that he's, he wants you to know that he's going to, keep watching over them and making sure they're okay and stuff. I feel like he is, I feel like a guide for them and stuff. Do you know if there would also be somebody that I would connect with that would be George? George?
No, I don't know a George.
That is George, yeah, because I heard the name George. Okay.
Is there anything he has to say to my daughter? My daughter was very connected to my father-in-law.
Yeah, what's her first name?
Taylor.
Oh, that's so weird because I heard that name actually in my mind before, but I never really said anything for some reason about it. Taylor. Hold on, let me just kind of connect here. Hold on one second, make sure I'm getting the right thing. Is she like 17 or 18 around there?
28.
Oh, no, I don't think I'm getting that person. Then hold on. Who's the April birthday?
That's her.
Okay, middle of April.
Yeah, April
Okay.
18th.
Okay. So let me just see here. Hold on one second. Let me just get what I'm getting here. Hold on. Is there some sort of like big event that's coming up around her, or something that he would be showing me as there's like a big event that's coming up for her?
Well, her graduation will
Is
be
it
in a
coming
couple
up?
months.
Okay.
Couple months from
Okay.
her school.
Okay, she's gonna, yeah. Okay, so I think maybe he could be showing me that then. Yeah. Let me see. Hold on one second. Is this something that he knew about when he was here?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I think something. I felt like he was talking about that. I also am seeing. Well, I guess he's just showing me this too, that he, and I don't know if she's told you this, but he's telling me that, hold on, that I guess he's just showing me this, but he visits her through dreams. And so he's just showing me that it's not a lot, but he's showing me like once or twice or something, there was something where she had a dream of him. I think that's a way that she would, she might be able to connect with him and stuff.
Okay.
I feel like, but I just feel all the kids, that there's a connection, kind of energetically, I feel like with all of them. So
Yeah. The
Yeah.
baby he was with every day for a lot of, until he went to school.
yeah, the boy and stuff. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah. hmm Yeah. So I think that there's definitely a connection and stuff. And you can, a lot of times people will have their own connections too and stuff. So, all right, guys. Hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for you guys. I just decided putting you back on mute, and I've got to wrap up. Unfortunately, I got to shut this thing down because I have to actually travel right now for a second. I've got to go to it, so I'm going to have to turn my computer off. So here's what I thought would be cool, because I know some people put some questions in chat, and I couldn't answer them. If you all want to send me one question today, thomas@mediumthomas.com, I'll respond to them. I'll respond to them in a few hours. So I know some people put some things in chat. If you just want to send me an email, thomas@mediumthomas.com, you want to send me one or two questions, I'm happy to just answer them there, since I did say I was going to answer questions in chat. And I never did, and now I got to go to this meeting, unfortunately. So just send me an email, thomas@mediumthomas.com, and if you send that today, I'll get back to you today. Okay, so just send me that over today, thomas@mediumthomas.com. If you have a couple questions, send it. Make sure to use that address. Do not use info@mediumthomas.com. Use thomas@mediumthomas.com. Send over a couple questions. If you feel like you wanted to ask a question, go right ahead and do that, and I'll see what comes up. Okay? Have a wonderful Mother's Day. All the mothers on the call, whether you're an aunt or a grandmother or a mother to a child in spirit, or a mother of a fur baby, or you're just a mother energy for somebody. I appreciate you all, and enjoy your day tomorrow.